And so you know, a lot of the insides of this is going to be erased. It's just a method I use to get the curves that I'm trying to get just for volume. But I think this up here might be a little much. But that's how I know exactly when to. I usually don't worry about the insides yet. I'm just trying to form the outside just to form shape. And if something just doesn't look right, I typically erase it. So I can spend quite some time on this. Some people think I just kind of like do them quick without thinking, but they started off that way. But as time goes by, as I learn new methods and get better, I might have to fix that nose. I tend to implement those new methods into my art so that I can improve because I would like to improve. Like right now, I'm not quite sure if that's where the ear should be. Like at first I was, but now I'm looking and now I'm not so sure. I couldn't figure out where to put the ear, but now I'm sure that that's not it. I think I have the right general area, but like, it's a little difficult for me. I can do this. I just get the basic shape first and worry about the details later. Maybe, maybe after I add like the shape of the head, there's always a few brushes first because I'm trying to figure out the shape and then I do the editing after. And I don't want to make such a long video, because this video can last. It can last if I go into every detail of what I do. But it always starts off with multiple brushes and then erases, and then correct it with just one single stroke now that I know exactly the shape I'm going for. And it usually starts off with like straight lines. Okay, I was trying to curve too quick there. We're not even at her jawline yet. There we go. Going to erase her mouth. Not that I don't like the mouth, I just feel like it's a little big. But at least I know where I want it. So at least I know where her jawline should be so that I know where to put the mouth. So those lines are there because I'm telling myself this is where her mouth is going to be. Okay, so right now it's matching up, I think. Is it matching up? I think so. I think I did a little bit too much of a curve there. I have to go back. It's probably an easier way to go back when you curve too soon, but it's a learning process. Actually, I shouldn't have erased the mouth yet, because the mouth was definitely a better guide than this. Yeah, there's an easier way. The easier way was the eraser. You guys don't want to hear me. In terms, I might, have to draw. Why are you doing that? A line across. Just to, figure out. I'm not doing the same curves. What's happening? I'm curving a little bit more on this one than I should be. But this is why I do multiple strokes, because one of them is bound to meet her here. Okay? So just getting a shape here. Not every erasing is going to happen here. A lot of misshapeing. We're going on 10 minutes here. Maybe I should have sped this up. But it's just showing you my method. So there's a lot of drawing and erasing. In hindsight, I wouldn't have erased the mouth yet unless I was ready to write the real mouth. So I shouldn't have done that. It's not really, it doesn't help. If this was a tutorial, that would have been a fail tutorial, because I would have just showed you, hey, that thing I just did, don't do that. Because I guess that does kind of help. No one tells you that when you're learning to draw, you'll be erasing a lot. I mean, in hindsight, no one has to tell you. You pretty much know that. This came out in nice little shape. My concern is that this won't. The bottom lip isn't giving me the Nubian curve I want. You know how I'm too small. I can't win. Am I ever gonna satisfy me? No. We're our own worst critics, but it's a learning process. This is a learning process. Watch me make it too big again. Watch me somehow still fucking complain about how not happy I am with the lip. The Nubian dip, the Nubian dip. So it's gonna be multiple strokes. This one's coming out. Happier. Happier. Not completely happy. Come with me as I learn to draw. Yeah, this is why I don't just do the one curve, because if you just make it like one line instead of brush strokes, you're not gonna get the shape that you want, probably. You gotta go over it multiple times. Oh no. I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's a good almost. Okay, eventually I'm going to get better. That's pretty good, I'd say. Let's see, this line is too thin, so this is when I would do a singular line just to thicken that up a little bit. And this is just the shiner for the chin. Oops, I forgot to erase that first. This eraser tool will be used so often. I know that this is a good spot for the ear. Yeah, that's a pretty good spot for the ear. I know her face looks lopsided, but that's because the picture is like lopsided, so. Well, maybe her face is lopsided. I don't fucking know. But I'm not gonna stress about it because this is a rough draft. This isn't the finished product, so Yep. I'm going to spend eternity on this stupid fucking photo. But, see? I don't like it. Thing is, hair doesn't typically have straight lines. So I try to add as much curves as possible. This young lady, she had dreads on her. This is like my favorite thing to do with hair. Okay, I think the ear is fine. I think it's a matter of, do I like the shape of the ear? First, I was worried about if I didn't like the placement. Now I realize I simply didn't like the shape. It just didn't have the curve that it should have had. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Right, I like the way that one came out. I can somehow get it to match. Almost like a butterfly. That's terrible. Okay. So the top is matching pretty good, right? Maybe my mistake is I'm forgetting my rule. No single strokes. Oh, that's better. Okay. So yeah, like a butterfly. This is a better jawline than that one. Oh, I like this side better. So, I'm gonna copy that. Fix the jawline. Without doing some of it here. Which is fine. It might be why I didn't like the ear placement. It's because I didn't like the jaw, and I mistakenly thought that the complaint I was having was for the ear. And it wasn't. It was never the ear. Mm-hmm. Do I start? Oh. This is going to be work. I'm gonna make you longer. I'll say, oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we're fine where you are. I feel like I kind of like forced it in the middle of its face. I erased that line. That was very useful. Sometimes drawing things that doesn't make any sense. It's just like, why are you putting a random line right in the middle of your face? Well, that random line helps me. Okay, let's see. See, with that random line, helps me with symmetrics. Doesn't help if it's not straight symmetrics, though. Okay, her head is fucking crooked. Either her head is crooked or I'm crooked. Her head's crooked. Well, luckily, don't care. So, because everything is a work in progress. Much happier with the A. Yay. See how it's all working out? I hate making it like flat. I try to make it round because I don't like getting like flat locks. But this person's going to have, I guess, locks. I guess my person has locks, if you want to call it that. The thing I like doing this is it looks like I'm just like repeating. I try to add different kinds of shapes. Ooh, I like the way that looks. It's a pretty. I can deduce that that's where her neck would be. I know some people think it'd be easier to draw the shape of her head first. It's not. It's actually easier for me to start off with the face and then draw the head around that face. But as I am still learning, I might find other methods a lot more useful. Her neck is going to be, no, going to be here. See, this is where that line comes in handy. This is why I draw lines. I don't want to have to redo the entire fucking face.